irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings family bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane. Spring in Nebraska brings green grass and warmer weather, but it also brings severe storms which can cause damage to your home. Meadowlark Exterior specializes in hail, storm, and wind damage restoration, as well as roofing, siding, and gutters for commercial or residential buildings. Meadowlark Exteriors focuses on fine craftsmanship and proves that in their attention to detail. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and insurance claim assistance, serving the Lincoln and Omaha surrounding areas. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
Spring is here, and Acres is offering special financing on select new John Deere lawn tractors and zero-turn mowers. Visit your nearest Acres store and test drive all the latest John Deere turf equipment and attachments. And for a limited time, with the purchase of a new John Deere mower, get up to $200 to apply to the steel power tool of your choice. From trimmers to chainsaws, gas or electric, Acres is your home for steel products and service. Offer expired April 3rd, 2024. Subject to approved credit by John Deere Financial.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome in to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Hey, welcome to the Get Your Happy On Hour. I'm your host, Ricky C. Simmons. This is 93.7 The Ticket. You know, dealing with change sometimes can be difficult. Speaking of change, I'd like to give a big shout out before I get started tonight to Matt Warner and Empire Fencing. I hope everything is okay out there, man. I know we had some weather come through here that wasn't favorable. So I'm hoping and praying that everything's okay. But back to the changes. You know, I had a guest lined up tonight, and Rebecca Pearson did a wonderful job of teeing it up for us. But I can't seem to locate that young man. So I don't know. I think Ben's going to have to step up tonight. And,
I'm ready for the challenge, Ricky. I'm prepared. I'm ready.
You're prepared?
I got myself on camera on the stream and everything.
Okay. Well, then, since we haven't heard from my guest, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and go along with the show with Ben. Now, Ben, let me give y'all a little heads up on Ben.
I got food tonight. You can't say anything.
Yeah, well,
BP got us pizza.
Yeah, well, okay, but I gotta at least let them know why I was gonna say it.
I knew you were gonna say it. That's why I said it.
Ben comes up here sometimes at 3, sometimes earlier.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
And Ben, I don't know that he understands that humans must eat.
No.
And sometimes Ben will find himself here from 3 to, he have been up here until past 10 o'clock with no food.
Yeah.
I don't understand that, Ben. What's the logic behind that?
I just forget and I'm lazy. That's the short answer.
Yeah,
if you want the long answer.
Yeah, I think I need a little better answer than that, Ben, because I ain't buying that. I mean, your stomach ought to let you know at some point.
I mean, I think it's just like, when it's like 2 o'clock, I'm not hungry, so I'm not thinking about it. Okay. And then it's just like, I don't even know what I would bring. I maybe a sandwich. I don't know.
Yeah, a sandwich, a bag of chips, or
I could bring a bag of chips.
Yeah, see,
I could do that.
I don't understand him, but that's that. I think that's that college student in him.
It is. I don't need food to function.
Now, I hope y'all heard what he just said. Think about what he just said. Can you repeat that? I want to make sure they heard what you just said. Say that again, please.
I said I don't need food to function. I'm learning how to, sometimes not eating as much food, you can spend less money.
So you are weaning yourself off of food. Is that what you're doing?
I don't know if I'm gonna go that far. I still love fast food.
Okay. What's your favorite food?
Just food or like fast food?
Fast food.
Fast food. If I was gonna say what tastes the best, I'd probably say like Raising Cane's. But I usually go to McDonald's because it's cheap and I'm broke.
See, there again, I gotta give y'all a little insight on that. Ben plays broke. I know Ben has money, but he likes to play broke. I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna say it's part of his humility, and he's just being humble. But I know better. I mean, he says he's broke.
You think I'm a millionaire, Ricky, and
I'm
not.
And I know you are, but you don't have to be humble around me, man. I understand, man. I get it. You have all the money that you need, but you pretend that you don't. In that way,
right.
Okay, that's okay. That makes sense. Well, I'll be real honest with you, man. I'm very honored that you guys are tuning in, because this show is about getting your happy on, and as we see on a day-to-day basis, we get constant reminders of all the things that aren't good.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I try for 1 hour a week, I try to focus on just the happiness and try to project that happiness out into the public, because I think the more happiness that's put out, I think the more happiness comes in. So I use this platform to promote happiness. Even if it comes down to Ben not wanting to eat, I'm still gonna promote happiness. And I don't recommend no college student that feels like they don't need food to function. I'm gonna have to disagree with Ben on that one. But that's okay, Ben. If you want to sell that to yourself.
I mean, to be honest, I don't even like eating. I feel like it's just like, this takes time. If we could just like not have to eat. I'd be.
So Ben, I mean,
I know it's a. Do you know how much day of just like sitting down and eating? It's too much time. Same thing with sweeping. I wish we didn't have to sweep.
Well, they're getting robots for that, so we're working on that part. But I think the eating part's going to probably still be around for quite a while, Ben. So you might want to rethink that one, but if not,
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Carla Walker text on the YouTube stream, "Hey Ricky, how was your trip?"
Oh, great question. My trip was very, very, very helpful, and let me explain that. For those of you who don't know, I left Monday morning. I went to Texas. I stayed in Texas Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thursday morning, I got up and I drove to Tulsa. And I had a NFL draft party event. Big shout out to Randy Allison down in Tulsa for inviting me down. And I got a chance to rub shoulders with some really good friends, some former Oklahoma Sooners like Marcus Dupree, Thomas Lott, Joe Washington. I actually is going to be my guest here in a couple of weeks is Mark Moore, Mel Gilliam. Man, I've seen a lot of people. And I had a former Husker, Tony Davis, was there. So everything went really well. On my drive back to Nebraska, though, I got to about Geneva. And my phone started ringing. And people were like, "Man, where you at?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm in Geneva, about 20 minutes from York." They go, "Man, we got tornadoes in Lincoln." So I did the smartest thing I could think of at that time, because I was sitting on a half a tank. I pulled into a gas station and filled my car up in case I need to turn around and drive back to Texas.
Yeah.
But no, my trip was really good, and it done me a lot of good because I got a chance to go to Caddo Mills. And Caddo Mills is a little town about 10 miles from Greenville, which is my hometown. And my mother, rest in peace, she was honored last fall as a legendary, their mascots are foxes. So she's a legendary fox. And I wasn't able to attend the actual presentation of the award. So I went down personally to thank Luke Allison, the superintendent of Caddo Mills Independent School District, and Ann Payne for doing that on behalf of my mother. And that was very important to me because I guess you could have made a phone call, a lot of people think, but I thought it was it was better if I show up in person just to say thank you. And they made me feel extremely welcome. So the trip overall was a success. So I had a great time.
Awesome.
Yep. So Ben, tell me, I got to ask you this question, Ben.
All right.
School. How's school going for you?
Huh, that's a good question. School's going pretty good. We only have a couple weeks left in the semester.
Okay. And what year is this?
See, this is my second year, but I'm graduating next spring.
So you just been killing it.
I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying to kill it.
So in other words, you're a sophomore, but you're graduating next year.
Yeah.
So,
I'm graduating a year early with a double major.
Wow. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, so I'm double majored in sports media and journalism, and I'm graduating a year early because in high school, my senior year, I basically was a full-time college student. I was taking all these online college classes that were like ACE classes.
Okay.
Through CCC. It's a 2-year college in Columbus where I'm from.
Okay.
So I basically was a college student my senior year of high school.
Oh, okay. So you got a big jump.
Yeah. So I took all the general classes, English, math, psychology, all of those that you need for any major. I took all of those during high school. So.
Oh, okay. So now you said you're a double major in, say that again?
In sports media and then journalism.
Journalism. Okay. Well, see, he just gave himself away. He's making all the money. He's already making the money, man. He's working at a radio station. Well, I love humble people. And I'm starting to really admire Ben even more because now he just confirmed what I already knew, but he been playing like he didn't know what I was talking about. So,
Ricky, I'm in college. Okay. I'm having to pay for classes.
Okay. Hey, everybody that's listening, please put on your boots because it's going to get deep in here. Because Ben's going to start telling me stuff that I know isn't true. So I want everybody to put on their boots. Now go ahead, Ben. You're in college. You pay for all your credit.
I'm in college. Okay.
Okay.
I'm having to pay for college.
Okay.
Having to pay for gas. Having to pay for all the life necessities.
Okay.
And I'm only working 20 hours a week at a radio station.
Okay.
Ricky, I'm not a millionaire.
Okay.
I promise you, Ricky.
Okay. See, hey, everybody listening, y'all heard that, right? So just understand, Ben's trying to get me, but he can't get me because I know better. I understand what he's doing, though. He's being humble.
All right.
And I respect that. Well, Ben, I have another question for you.
All right.
Being from Columbus and coming to Lincoln, how have you adjusted to Lincoln? Or what do you think of Lincoln is what I should say.
Honestly, I really like Lincoln. I'm a huge sports person, and Lincoln's just with UNL, and this is you wouldn't think of it as a sports town, but it kind of is. During Husker football games, that's everything.
It's a college town. So,
yeah. A college town makes it Husker athletics is a big deal. So I really like that part of Lincoln. But honestly, it doesn't even feel like that big of a city. And it's mostly just because I've been on campus.
Right.
I'm sure if I go to other parts of Lincoln, it'd feel more like a bigger city, but it really just feels like a bigger Columbus. So the adjustment there hasn't been that bad. Instead of being with.
I think last week you had family that came in town because you came to work full.
Yeah. My parents visited my sister in Waverly because she has a 4-month-old baby.
Oh, and what does she have?
Boy.
So you Uncle Ben.
Yeah, that's so weird. I don't feel like an uncle at all.
Uncle Ben.
Everyone makes fun of me when they say, everyone making fun of me saying Uncle Ben, but
that's all right. Hey, it'll grow on you. Trust me.
I know it will eventually when he's walking around and can actually talk to me.
Right. So,
maybe I'll feel more like an uncle, but right now I'm just there's this kid here that's just existing.
Well, speaking of Waverly, that's where that tornado hit, didn't it?
Yeah. My sister's place was fine.
Okay. Good.
It was, but there were some videos. Yeah, it was bad in Waverly.
Well, some people sent me videos and it didn't look good, man. And I guess the sirens were going off here in Lincoln, so that was kind of interesting. I had friends here in town. Was in town for the weekend for the spring game. Mike Rozier is one. Irvin Fryer the other, and Rodney Lewis was actually staying at my house. I mean, we had a lot of people in town, and they were actually here while I was trying to get back from Tulsa, and they were calling and, yo, man, where you at? You know, you good? Hey, man, we got sirens going off. You know, Michael Hunter called me. I mean, I was getting a lot of calls, man. So I was really, it was weird because I wasn't that far from Lincoln. I mean, Geneva's about an hour and a half, maybe. And it was like 75 degrees and sunny.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the tornado, if it would have touched down like 10 minutes earlier, it would have hit Lincoln way harder than it did.
Okay.
It was like you could see it was forming, but it hadn't touched the ground yet.
Okay.
So it just went past Lincoln and then touched ground.
Okay.
It could have been a lot worse here, but we had a tornado sign. I had to go in the basement of the journalism college because we had a tornado warning.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So even though, I mean, like, we all knew that the tornado already like kind of passed, but it was just safe.
Well, it's still better safe.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I was talking with Mike, who just did the show before my show, and he was telling me that one of his aspirations as a youth was he wanted to be a meteorologist so he could chase storms.
That'd be fun, to be honest.
I think I'd pass on that one.
I know maybe it's not the safest profession, but I think it'd be cool to just like, if you could just travel around the world and like travel around the country just chasing tornadoes. Like, well, it'd be fun.
I'll tell you what, I'll stick to letting you report it, and then I'll watch from a safe
you watch from the comfort of your home.
Yeah, you know, I think I'll just wait and say, well, Ben gonna tell me where the storms are. And because I always, you know, I thought it was always fascinating when I turned on the Weather Channel and I would see these meteorologists going wherever the storms are, and they would report live from the storm. I mean, and those be some pretty tough conditions. I mean, the wind's blowing, they're trying to hang on to their hats, and, you know, they're trying to keep their balance. I think I would rather just be at home in the comfort of my home.
Maybe when you were younger, Ricky.
Not
even then. Not even then.
Not even then, Ben. I just don't. I mean, to me, I guess it's okay if that's your thing, but it's never been my thing. And I want to really give a big, big shout out to everyone that has that career of chasing storms. I wouldn't want your job. If you're waiting on me, your job is safe. So do what you do. But I just, you know, I mean, I know it's something that needs to be done because people need to be kept aware.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big deal being able to know where those going to hit.
Well, because a lot of times, especially at night, you know, people are asleep, you know, and you can get caught up and not even be aware of it.
Did you get the loud notification on your phone?
No, see, I was still far enough away.
Oh,
I didn't get
Yeah,
anything.
it probably uses location on your phone.
Yeah.
Because so when we were all, like, all the students that were in the journalism college, we were all in the basement, and when that notification went off, like, everyone's phone went off. So we all got this loud, like, it was on, and there was like 60 of us in the basement, so it was loud.
Well, I know Rozier's phone went off because he called me. He was at the Courtyard Marriott in the Haymarket.
Yeah.
And they were in the basement. And he's calling, hey, man, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. What's going on? He's like, where you at? I'm like, well, you know, I'm in York or getting close to York. And he's like, man, sirens going off. We in the basement of the hotel. So, I mean, so it must have got pretty scary there for a minute.
Yeah, there was some places that definitely had devastation.
Well, you know, I actually had to go up to, got to give a big shout out to Otis Lee. Otis Lee has an annual spring game cookout for a lot of former players, and we all show up at his house. We don't even plan it no more. It's just, we always know it's the day after the spring game. So I went up there today, and Otis did another marvelous job of preparing food for all of us. And I saw a lot of guys leaving with to-go plates. I mean, he really goes above and beyond. So big shout out to you for that. My guest a couple of weeks back, my guest last week was Eric Stewart. He was there, and his brother Byron. So I got a chance to see those guys. Tony Veland was there. I mean, it was quite a few people there. Pernell Gaston, Ray Nelson, and Rodney Lewis. I mean, there was a lot of us, and man, he fed everybody. But on my way home, I noticed when I was coming back to Lincoln to do the show that when I took that Waverly exit, I could see some of the destruction from the tornado. So that lets me know that it did get kind of serious there for a little bit. But I'm just praying that everybody's okay. And for those of you that had some damage, man, I hope you get that taken care of. And I just want to see everybody be okay. I mean, I just think that's important.
Yeah, we had a text on the text line saying it was crazy Friday. I drove up Cornhusker Highway towards Waverly this morning to check it out, Ricky. It was bonkers.
Really? Wow. You know what? Y'all some brave people, man. Y'all drove up there. Well, when did they drive up there?
They didn't say. I think it was might have been like the day after.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I was going to say, man.
This morning. You said this morning.
Oh, this morning. Okay. All right. Well, that makes more sense to me. But I'll be honest with you, man. I try to stay out of the way of disaster. I've had enough disasters in my life. I don't need to pour any gas on that fire. So I understand, but I appreciate the fact that, people are at least helping each other out, because I've noticed that there's been a lot of people that went out of their way and went above and beyond to help people that had damage.
Yeah, the tornado definitely it ruined some people's property. Sad.
You know what? I thought I saw a train or something. Off the track too.
Yep.
So that was kind of amazing. Hey, well, look, don't you guys go anywhere. I'll be right back. And I think I'm gonna have to dig a little deeper into Ben's little finances. He wants to keep secrets from us. We're gonna get into that. We'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Get Your Happy On Hour.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through April 28th, enjoy Duroc St. Louis spare ribs for $5.99 per pound, USDA Choice Tomahawk ribeyes for $14.99 per pound, fresh pork belly for $2.99 per pound, and Fairway's Hickory Smoked Bacon for $4.99 per pound. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
2024 wheat harvest is upon us. Agriculture at its finest. Schemper Harvesting is a custom harvesting operation out of Coldridge that is starting to build a crew for the 2024 season that harvests crops from Texas to Montana starting May 15th. Drive trucks from field to market and operate combines and tractors pulling grain carts. Room and board is provided with a competitive wage. Take an adventure and join them for the upcoming harvest and do something others wish they would have done. Call JC at 308-999-2973 or apply online at schemperharvesting.com.
It's getting nicer outside, but it's still hit or miss in the spring on golf weather. Not at Double Eagle Golf. You're home for always 72-degree weather with no wind. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues are underway, but stay tuned for info on indoor golf tournaments and book your bay for after the spring game in late April. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf. The Red White Spring Game is coming soon. Do you know your tailgate meal for before and after the game? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate something for all Nebraskans, made in Nebraska. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you tailgate without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No spring game party or tailgate is complete without it.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Spring in Nebraska brings green grass and warmer weather, but it also brings severe storms which can cause damage to your home. Meadowlark Exterior specializes in hail, storm, and wind damage restoration, as well as roofing, siding, and gutters for commercial or residential buildings. Meadowlark Exteriors focuses on fine craftsmanship and proves that in their attention to detail. They offer free roof inspections and estimates, and insurance claim assistance, serving the Lincoln and Omaha surrounding areas. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
Although we can't control the air we breathe outside our home, we can make a healthy difference inside, and all it takes is a call to Bryant. With healthy air options, Bryant can help you eliminate allergens, odors, and harmful chemicals, all while controlling indoor humidity levels at the same time. If it's time for a breath of fresh air inside, it's time to call Bryant. Breathe easy, breathe healthy. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. We do whatever it takes.
High schoolers, unleash your creativity and learn about potential careers in broadcasting at the Digital Expressions Media Camp. Have fun, make friends, and get hands-on experience with video and radio production June 9th through the 14th at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Scholarships are available from the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and spots are limited. Learn more at digitalexpressionscamp.com. That's digitalexpressionscamp.com.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Hey, we back. I think we're having some technical issues with the Wi-Fi, so I apologize for that, and hopefully you guys can bear with us, and we'll try to keep this thing as lively as we can, but some things are out of our control, and we'll just do the best we can do. Well, Ben, I got to ask you, you know, growing up in Columbus, what made you think about being in broadcasting?
So, I mean, I've always been a fan of, you know, like I've always loved watching football and basketball and just sports. I mean, but that's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I really knew this is what I wanted to do when there was this class that my high school started offering called Strive, where it would allow kids to be able to broadcast and video stream the games, sports games.
Okay.
So from my school, I announced all the football games for us on our Strive stream, all the basketball, volleyball, softball, all the big sports there.
Okay.
So, and that's kind of where I found my love for it, you know, being able to use my voice and, you know, cover something I love, which is sports.
Okay.
I would say that'd be my main thing. I haven't done as much announcing though when I came to college. It's mostly been, you know, writing and radio, because I feel like when you're just announcing a game, you kind of just say what's happening. Right, I want to be able to give my opinion.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm an opinion guy.
Yeah, your opinion.
So I want to write about it, and I want to talk about it.
Well, let me ask you this. You seem like you might have the opportunity to do that when you're working with the Daily Nebraskan. Is that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We started the Daily Nebraskan show right here on 93.7 The Ticket back in December.
Okay.
And we've been going 4 nights a week since the start of this school year. So since mid-January.
How are you liking that?
It's been fun.
Okay.
It's sometimes it's tough having to come in at 11 p.m. at night because our show's from 11 to 12. But, you know,
okay,
I do it because I love it. It's a lot of fun.
So you guys go 11 to 12 every
Monday through Thursday.
Wow. Okay. I know you had a show, but I didn't know those were the hours.
Yeah. It's late nights.
Wow. Now, do they still have the physical Daily Nebraskan paper that they put out, or is that all online?
Everything's online. We have a yearly magazine that comes out.
Okay.
I think we have 2 magazines that come out. Yeah, we have a beginning of the semester magazine, and then we have a for our endowment project where we focus on a theme and we all write about that same theme for all the different sections. I think we have a magazine for that too. But other than that, no, we don't have an actual paper.
Yeah, because I kind of figured everything has been going paperless.
Yeah.
But I was wondering do you actually get to write into all those articles in the Daily Nebraska?
Yeah. We just, type them up on a Word doc or a Google Doc and then
post them.
And then, yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you this, Ben. After being here, and actually you're about to graduate.
Yeah, in a year. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, has it went fast for you?
Oh, yeah. It hasn't even hit me that I'm 2/3 of the way done with college already.
Yeah.
It hasn't even hit me yet.
Yeah, I want y'all to understand something. Ben is really young.
I'm only 19.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be 20 in May 12th.
Yeah, see, I mean, this guy is extremely young, and he's accomplished quite a bit. So it's kind of impressive when you think about it, because I'd be comparing it to what I remember about college, and at 19, I was nowhere near being close to being done. So,
hey, you had sports and stuff.
Yeah, well, I was a little preoccupied with athletics, but
yeah,
man, I like to give props where props are due, man, and that's huge, man. So,
yeah, I mean, a lot of time in sports, especially football, you're not trying to graduate early and stuff. It's
right. Well, I'll be honest with you. Speaking of that, if they had NIL when I was here, I wouldn't be in a hurry. I'd play 7 years ago. I'd take the NIL money.
You would have gotten a doctor's degree.
I would have got master's, PhDs, everything. Just let me stay here and keep making money. But no, I think it's very, very. It's a big accomplishment, man. I mean,
I appreciate
it. So
Ricky.
What are you thinking, man? In another year or so, you're done with college. What's next?
Man, I get asked this question a lot, and I'm not really for sure. I wouldn't be opposed if this is what I'm doing for the near future.
Okay.
In 10 years, I have no clue.
I got you.
I kind of want to stay close to home. I don't want to be moving across the country or something.
Right.
But I'm not opposed to moving out of state as long as it's not New York, because that's just that's too far away for me.
I got you. But
going to someplace Chicago, that's not too bad away.
And that's a big city. So
yeah, I mean, but I really like it here in Lincoln. I think Lincoln, a lot of people say it's a hidden gem.
Yeah.
And I truly believe it. I really like Lincoln.
Well, Lincoln is going to continue to grow.
Mm-hmm.
So even though it's got that small town feel, that will change.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll change. All you got to do is keep breathing. You'll see that.
I mean, if Nebraska's football team gets better, we'll definitely see more people.
Absolutely. And, and I really believe in my heart, because I want to believe this, I really believe they have an opportunity to get better.
Yeah. I mean, sky's the limit.
Right. So I'm going to think positive, because that's what I want.
That's what we do here.
That's what we do. It's to get you happy on now. That's what you do. You got to be positive.
Yeah, we don't want to be negative and get our non-happy on.
No, we're not doing that. They got that covered outside. We don't need to cover that in here. So I always try to find reasons to smile.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that's, it's a little more challenging than others, but I just think it's important that everybody focuses on the positive as much as you possibly can. I understand that reality will set in, and adversity and negativity, I know it's going to rear its ugly head here and there, but as much as you can humanly possible, try to stay focused on the positive, because it just helps with overall stress levels. I think people take stress for granted. They think, that stress can't really harm you. Excuse me. But stress can really harm you. So I always ask people to laugh about things that they can laugh about, and try to avoid things that they know are not good for them. And if you do that, it gives you at least the opportunity to make a good choice and stay productive, because let's be honest with each other, man. This world is very unique. That's the nicest way I can say that. It's a very unique world we live in.
It is.
It changes often. And I really, to be honest with you, I'm very concerned about our youth.
Why is that, Ricky?
Well, you guys got so many more distractions than I grew up with.
It's true.
I mean, I'm not anti nothing. Okay, I mean, I understand times change. I get it, but I just feel like our youth have a lot more distractions. I mean, technology has really made a serious footprint.
Ricky, I'm going to be honest. I am kind of anti-social media, and I'll say that because I know social media is used for good in some areas,
right?
But 90% of the time, it's just a way to A, try to make yourself look better, B, just waste time on, and C, sometimes it's just like brain rot, to be honest.
I got you.
It's just like a lot of, like if you're on TikTok and you're just scrolling TikTok, it's just like people spend hours doing that.
Right.
I mean, and that's just like, that's just hours and hours.
That's wasted valuable time that you can't get back.
I mean, I know, like sometimes, there was one point I deleted TikTok because there was one night I was on TikTok and I was like, oh my gosh, it's been an hour and a half. What? It just flies by.
Right.
Like, and other than that, I mean, some people just posting on social media to just like, and worrying about their followers and stuff, where it's just like, people don't even like care about actually trying to make actual friendship. They would rather have friends on social media than actual people that they could talk to.
That's interesting coming from you because your age group, you're going to have a whole bunch of people disagree with you.
I mean, there's sometimes social media is used for great. I mean, a lot of the time social media is used to, spread the word about something.
Right.
I mean, it's good. I mean, in the sports world, I love Twitter because Twitter's like a great place to go to get sports updates, sports news, stuff like that, you know?
Right.
I'm talking about the social media where it's just like people just posting stupid videos sometime and people just like, I don't know, people commenting all the time and like also commenting like negative stuff. Like there's a whole world, Ricky, where you post something and if somebody disagrees with you, if that community disagrees with you, they will attack you personally.
Yeah.
And it's ugly.
Yeah. And I agree with that. I'm going to tell you why I agree with it, because it's easier to attack a person online than in their face.
Yeah.
That
it is.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with that. But, like I said, I'm not against it, but I just think that sometimes I actually agree with you. I mean, I think people should spend more time with people rather than technology.
I mean, yeah. I mean, technology, I mean, nothing against, I mean, technology is the reason, society is evolving and growing the way it is. Like, we need it. Obviously, it's done a lot more good than bad, in my opinion.
Correct.
But, I mean, there's an ugly side to everything, you know?
And I agree. I just think that, like, okay, I'll give you an example. I was in Texas, and I'm a huge Whataburger fan. It's a chain down in the South. Well, I was sitting in Whataburger and I saw this family, what looked to be a family, like a father and a mother and a couple of teenage kids, and they were I guess having a meal, but they weren't really communicating.
They were all on their phone.
Correct. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not against it. I mean, I understand it may have been emergencies that they needed to check something, but I just think, right, whatever's going on, take a few minutes to just eat and conversate with your family. And then you can, I'm sure on the ride home or once you get home and get in your room, you can check your social media all you want. I mean, I just think the lack of physical communication has definitely taken a hit.
I mean, there's some people that just like, and I'm saying some people, I mean, I'm not trying to like degrade anybody or anything, but like some people have like, people my age have a harder time holding a conversation than people like in the past. Like, there's some people that just like are uncomfortable talking to new people. And that's just weird to me.
And and there again, we agree, because I think a lot of times it's easier for the youth to text you than talk to you.
I mean, yeah. I'm weird. I'm a phone call person, and people think I'm weird for that. See, like I call people instead. Like if it's something like really simple, like I'm just like, yeah, that got done. I'm not gonna call you about that.
Right.
But like, if there's like a problem or something, I'm not gonna text this long soliloquy and try to explain it. I'm just gonna call you.
Right.
Because it'll take me 2 minutes to talk to you on the phone instead of me and I have to type all this.
Well,
and
some of the youth are really, really good at typing, but see,
I'm good at typing, but I still just would talk.
But you guys got a I think it's a text language. It's kind of like everything's abbreviated. So you guys can cover a lot of ground, whereas I spell everything out. And
you put a period at the end of it.
I'm old school. I mean, I can't help it. I don't understand. Like, it took me forever to figure out IDK.
I don't know.
Yeah, it took me forever to figure out, like, what is IDK? What do they spell it?
I mean, it's the main thing that it has hurt, though, is people my age don't know how to email anymore. It's weird. Like people email, email like they text. And you can't email a business professional.
Yeah, correct.
The way you would text somebody.
That's interesting, because I was just wondering, like, and I was going to ask you that question too. Do they email like they text? And you, wow.
I mean, they do. I mean, obviously we don't use email as much as we used to.
Right.
But when you are having to email a boss or something, you can't put, you can't have a lowercase I instead of a capital I. You have to put a period at the end of every sentence. You can't put IDK for, I don't know, like you can't do that stuff, especially when, trying to find a job. Like,
I was thinking about something else too. I noticed a little while back, they took out teaching in cursive writing.
Yeah. I mean, really the only use for cursive right now is just to sign your name.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest, I've never used cursive besides my name, to be honest.
That's interesting, because I mean, when they quit teaching, I heard they were taking it away from teaching it in the classroom. I just thought that was kind of weird. I mean, you're right. I only use it to sign, my name or autograph or something like that. But I don't know. I think it's important.
I mean, yeah, it's more of like if somebody is writing cursive to read it, I feel like it's more for that. Like, because I did get taught cursive. So like, I know how to write it, and some people's cursive is very sloppy, and I know how to read it, and it's still hard to read. But especially when people like sign their names, it's just like the first letter and then squiggles.
You're right.
Like that's exactly what my mom does. She puts a C, squiggles. I'm like, you're not even trying. You're not even trying to sign your name.
Well, I'll say it this way, man. I'm trying to keep up with the times, but man, the times are moving fast.
They're changing. They're changing, Ricky. See, I'm 19 and I already feel like I'm behind sometimes.
Yeah, well, that means I'm way behind. Hey, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come right back and wrap the show, man. But I just want to say thank you, guys. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket to get you happy on out.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard, increase security, and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire. Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
It's getting nicer outside, but it's still hit or miss in the spring on golf weather. Not at Double Eagle Golf. You're home for always 72-degree weather with no wind. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues are underway, but stay tuned for info on indoor golf tournaments and book your bay for after the spring game in late April. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through April 28th, enjoy Duroc St. Louis spare ribs for $5.99 per pound, USDA Choice Tomahawk ribeyes for $14.99 per pound, fresh pork belly for $2.99 per pound, and Fairway's Hickory smoked bacon for $4.99 per pound. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Now's the time to schedule your air conditioner service check with Bryant. Make sure it's ready to keep you cool and comfortable when you really need it. Call Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating, 467-1111.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here, summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
And we're back. Well, I'm learning a lot tonight. Ben's educating me on the youth.
I'm educating you?
Yeah, on the youth movement, on how you guys look at things. And I appreciate that because I don't like to ask the youth a lot about their stuff because the one answer I've gotten a lot of is, I grew up with it. When it comes to technology and stuff.
See, what would be the age when I'm not considered the youth anymore?
Oh, man, you got to be. Right now you're 19, right?
Okay, yeah. So when I turn 20, am I not young anymore?
No, you're still young.
Maybe it's like when you're in your 30s, maybe.
Nah, man, you're gonna be young for life. You're gonna be young forever.
I'm gonna be 60, and
you're still young.
I'm still young.
You're
All right,
still young. Yeah,
I'll be young at heart.
Yeah, you'll never get old, Ben. Don't even worry about it.
You want to shout out some of the people commenting?
Yeah, man. Somebody done said something. Let's show some love.
Oh yeah, we got Brad Taylor said he's tuned in. V Quad.
What's up, Scott?
Odious Lee said long time no see, little bro.
Hey man, look here, man. You got me on my show almost yawning during every break. You know what, big brother, I love you, man, but you gotta quit putting sleeping pills in my food when you serve it to me, man.
And then we had Theo saying,
what's up with your home girl? You ought to be down there in Arizona. Man, I tell you, when you come back to Nebraska, you're supposed to be moving back. So I'm waiting on you to come back because we're going to do some big things together, man, with this law enforcement and dealing with these youth. So I need you to come on back, and I need you to do it R-A-T, not right now.
Can I see, do you know, I got pulled over for the first time last week.
What?
Mm-hmm. I was driving home from work from here, So it was like 12:30 at night. This was after the DN show.
Okay.
And when you turn right, a lot of people like don't stay in their lane. You like turn in, you just like move over to the next lane.
Right.
I got pulled over for that.
Oh, so improper lane change.
Yeah.
What'd they do? Give you a warning?
Yeah, warning.
Okay.
I didn't get a ticket or anything, but it's still like, man, if I would have done that during the day, I wouldn't have gotten pulled over. It was because like his third question was like, "Are you drinking?" I was like, "No." I was like, "No, I came back from work. I haven't been drinking." I bet if it was during the day, I wouldn't have gotten pulled over.
Yeah, well, you got to understand, man, that out of fairness, law enforcement got their hands full too.
Yeah, I mean, I at night there's some crazy people driving.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's better to be safe than sorry.
Right. I mean, I understand why they did it, but I'm like you. It probably wouldn't happen if you did it at 12 noon.
No, if I would have done that at noon, everyone's doing that.
Yeah.
Like I drive around, everybody does that.
Right.
I mean, I know it's against the law, but like when no one's there,
I'm guilty. I can't deny. I changed lanes.
We're both lawbreakers, Ricky.
Yeah, man. I will definitely switch lanes. I'll make a right turn and jump straight to the left lane.
Yeah. I mean, especially because sometimes you got to turn left right away.
Correct.
So it's like sometimes you got to do it.
Yeah. So I have to catch myself at the red lights when there's no right on red.
He always said LOL, by the way, to your comment.
Say, I meant that, homegirl. So R-A-T. Rat now, not right. Rat. It's a difference. I mean, hurrah.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I just want everybody to understand that this show is based on having fun. Tonight, I got to give a big shout out to Ben for.
I had fun.
Yeah, well, I'll put it this way, Ben. You saved me tonight, man. You did a great job.
See, I'm backup.
Yeah,
whenever there wasn't a day when your guests wouldn't show up, you can interview me.
Hey, well, you know what? Now that I know you got skills, I'm definitely going.
I got skills to pay the bills. Ricky.
I see that. So now I can come to my show now. As long as you're here, I'm good.
You're always good, Ricky.
Yeah, we're going to find some other topic to talk about next time I have you as a guest.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's some more questions that my viewers want to ask some youngsters. So we can definitely make another show out of this. So don't think you're going nowhere, Ben, all right?
Do you know? So my birthday, the 12th, is going to be, 3 Sundays from now? So there's going to be a show where it's going to be my birthday, and I'm going to be running the board for you. Yep.
On your birthday?
Yep.
You know what? And I know who my guest is on that day. My guest is Mark Moore from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So you're going to be the big 20, huh?
The big 20. 20 seems like such a weird age. It's like you're not old enough to be able to legally drink.
Right.
But it's like, I'm not a teenager anymore.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm gonna say it this way. I just hope that you're blessed to see many, many more birthdays.
Thank you, Ricky.
That 21st birthday, though, I'm gonna see if you disappear on me. Because that's when that bar crawl stuff started happening. Somebody might try to convince you to do a bar crawl.
I don't know if I'll do that. I'll maybe have like 1 or 2 drinks, then I'll be it. That'll be it.
Well, Ben, last question before we go. How does Ben get his happy on?
Man, I get my happy on. Honestly, just being around my family. I appreciate being around my family a lot more than I used to be.
Got you.
Because I don't see them as much anymore.
That's fair enough. Hey, I'm going to wrap this show up the same way I wrap it up every week. Every day you blessed to say it's just another day in paradise. And no matter what, you got to get your happy on. Go! Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see you next Sunday night. Peace.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. And Empire Fence can provide privacy